Control and being controlled. The fate of humanity in this complex and ever-changing world. Control and being controlled are inescapable aspects of human existence. From the moment we are born, we enter a world where we are subjected to control. It's not just our behavior that is controlled. Even our thoughts are subtly influenced and shaped. Control in childhood. When we are infants, parental control is a given. Parents guide us, teaching us basic life skills and social norms. Without parental control, we might grow up unruly and struggle to survive. Therefore, this form of control is indispensable. However, this control is not limitless. As children grow, parental control should gradually decrease, allowing children to learn to make their own decisions. This is a complex process involving trust and guidance rather than suppression. This balance is crucial for children's mental health and development. Control in education. As we enter primary school, rules and regulations continue to control us. No student starts out wanting to study on their own. Without these systems of constraint and guidance, societal progress would not be possible. Control in education, though it may feel restrictive, is essential for ensuring we grow into competent citizens. In education, teachers not only control students' learning pace but also influence their thoughts and values. They play a vital role in shaping students' worldview. This control should be guiding rather than forcing, aiming to cultivate students' independent thinking and critical reasoning. Control in society. In society, we face various forms of control. Laws, cultural norms, and moral codes all influence our behavior to varying degrees. These controls aim to maintain social order and stability, but they can also restrict individual freedom. At the same time, rapid technological advancements have introduced new forms of control. Social media and big data analysis are impacting our behavior and thoughts in unprecedented ways. This control may be invisible, yet it is immensely powerful and poses challenges to personal privacy and freedom. Balance between control and freedom. As we experience being controlled, we also learn how to take control of our own destinies. This involves being responsible for our own actions and understanding how to wield influence over others. We continuously learn how to find a balance between control and freedom. This process helps us recognize that complete self-indulgence is not advisable, and excessive control over others can lead to problems. Finding this balance is not easy. It requires constant reflection on our behavior and adjustment of our positions. We need to learn to respect others' freedom while safeguarding our own rights. This balance is an ongoing challenge that demands our continuous effort to adapt. Risks of control. However, excessive control can bring a range of issues. People may lose trust and respect from others due to over-controlling behaviors. Such conduct affects personal relationships and may lead to tension and conflict in society. Therefore, we must remain vigilant about our control impulses to avoid falling into the trap of controlling others. These risks are especially pronounced in today's society. More and more people attempt to control others through political, economic, and technological means. This behavior can lead to the concentration and abuse of power, threatening democracy and freedom in society. Unity of thought and action. Ultimately, we must find a balance between being controlled and controlling others. We must respect others' freedom while ensuring our actions are not overly restricted. This requires constant reflection on our behavior to find a harmony between thought and action. So, can you find a balance between being controlled and controlling others? Can you respect others' freedom while maintaining your independence? This question not only concerns personal growth but also the harmony and progress of society as a whole. Are you ready to face this challenge?